What is up everyone? Welcome to my new video presentation related to Bitcoin price analysis and other details related to the market. This is Scramble from Emotionless Crypto Trading and I'm going to be your host. Today we're going to take a look at this huge movement done by the Bitcoin, 6.49% increase in the price, close to $13,000 per token. This has been awesome. Even though the 24 hours volume for the entire market cap is just it's $108 billion compared to times when we were having 300 billion on a 300 market cap, that is totally different. Today we have successfully increased the market cap up to 387 billion and BTC is strongly building an uptrending movement with very powerful fundamentals. Let's get into the data of the BTC price analysis and details. Well, today we're going to introduce the one-day candlestick and talk about this ones. I'd like to explain you with the context, and we did have certain powerful movements back then in June 2019. Since that, we've been in a very powerful downtrending environment until 12 of March. When we had coronavirus crash, and it's this one. We pretty much bottomed out over there, and since that time we've been able to slowly build on a uptrending movement that was very powerfully pushing towards higher highs. During this uptrending movement, we've been forcing and creating a high located at 12,336 right here, and based on that movement we had a retracement which pretty much put us under the uptrending support line. Then we have faced resistance from it once we have retested, so we've bounced back on the support, faced resistance, forming a double bottom with the previous structure right there, and slowly building up with the third bottom that's been higher than the previous one, slowly building up and grinding up, while we just broke out of the $12,000 resistance without issues right there. And then we have pushed towards, we broke back into the uptrending support channel, which is this one. We broke back into today, which is 21st of October. And we have touched our heavy resistance area. Now, this zone is definitely very powerful, up to the 13,200, 300s, up to this wick right here, by the way. So until that, we shall expect resistance. Once we get out of that, we got to talk about the resistance located nearly $14,000, right? So currently, the range we're looking forward having activity is going to be here, above the zone. Once we get above the zone, we shall find support by the $13,000 and pretty much try to survive above the green line. As soon as we stay above the green line, we're in a heavy bull run. Breaking out of the uptrending resistance line is going to be very hard, but I do believe we do have power to retouch this resistance line, which means that the market shall push up to the 13,700 at least. Just like we have touched the resistance line here. From the time we have been supported on it, we pushed to touch the resistance line. And it's kind of a situation that could be comparable. We've been breaking out, so we've touched the support line, and now we're working towards touching the resistance line. It will take us another 8.89%, and if we measure basically the previous structure, specifically this one, from the time we've been able to build such parabolic move until the times we have touched the resistance line, we can assume this parabolic move that we see here, this one, is exactly what we're having now here. But then on top of that, it sits about 11% more. In our case scenario, that 11% would be putting us towards the 14,000 What's that? Let me just bring it to the left a little bit because, you know, we're not able to see it that way. Let me just do it this way, guys, because, you know, a lot easier to. So basically from here, I said 11% around this range, 14,200. Peaks above the heavy resistance of 14,000 and might face a retracement just like we did over there. Very, very powerful. Couple of $1,000s. It was actually 25%. That 25% from 14,200 would be about, would be quite a lot, guys. Take a look at that. This is 25. Would be around till 11,700s, 600s. So that would be pretty big to do it like this. And then get supported here. However, in my opinion, we shall not bounce below this. We shall not bounce below that. That's tremendously important support, and it has to be respected. Whatever happens at the top, like we get refused here, we break below like this, we are retouching this again, we're forming a triple top here, we're rebouncing, we gotta find support in this. Otherwise, the structure of uptrend is broken once again on a very important support area, and we're gonna have a lot of the trouble. So that's where we're with the Bitcoin right now. Even though we have this huge movement, we're above the green line, guys. So a retracement down to the 12,300s would still keep us in a healthy place, in a powerful market with tremendous amount of bullish energy. Once we break below the green line, it's going to be trouble. But until that, let's not be under afraid, and let's let the market run and make our money. Great. So on the other side of the things, make sure to trade accordingly to the technical analysis, to the data, and to everything that is necessary in order to be a professional trader. For those of you looking to learn in a one-on-one coaching program, make sure to check out scramblecoaching.com, where I do have my explanation and sort of a way my, I would say, well, you know, sorry, just I've been interrupted by something. However, I did wanted to say that you can check out the video, guys, on the page. Register now if you want a free conversation with me on the coaching, and subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button. Take care, guys. Trade accordingly to the knowledge. Make sure you know everything very, very well before you do any action on the trading, because it's going to cost you a lot more than just simply not doing anything. So feel free to hit me up over the next videos.